Curious about what Waikiki looks like right now? As part of our Waikiki Now series, we're showing you what Waikiki looks like right now. For more Hawaii videos, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell so you're alerted every time we post a new video. Aloha, I'm Mariam and this is Yes to Hawaii. We make Hawaii videos, take the guesswork out of planning your trip. As always, I'll leave timestamps in the description box below, so feel free to skip around the video for the parts that you came here for. You know what time it is? Waikiki Now. We're taking a narrated walking tour of Waikiki to show you what Waikiki looks like right now. This video was filmed on a Friday, June 9th. At the time of this filming, it is incredibly crowded. June, July, and August is our peak summer season here in Hawaii. In general, it is crowded almost year-round. However, June, July, and August are particularly crowded for summer weather as well. We do have summer weather as in sunny skies year-round. However, June, July, and August has the least amount of rain compared to our winter months, which is December and January. It is so beautiful. This walk that I'm starting out here, I'm on Kalakaua Avenue, and the area to my right-hand side is the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. Just to my left, I just passed it, there's a small gelato kiosk. The Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center, it's huge. So it's going to be on our right-hand side this entire time, and it goes on for quite a ways. The Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center has a few different stores. Some of them are, of course, the luxury stores that you see here on the right-hand side, and the luxury stores are typically going to be the ones that are facing Kalakaua Avenue. There's Hermes. There's also a few other stores on the inside that are not luxury stores, of course. There's also a few different restaurants. There's a food court on the second floor. Lots of different things you can eat at the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. Now, besides the shopping center, they also, in addition to that, have cultural shows, hula dancing, and then just down this area here, I'm actually trying to avoid waiting for the light. So you can actually walk right down here, and then there's a small little crosswalk that's to my left, which I'm about to cross. Down this street here, you'll see the Aloha landing in front of me. That is part of the Sheraton Waikiki Hotel. Oftentimes, if you have tours or activities that pick up at the Sheraton Waikiki, they'll typically pick up at the Aloha Landing bus depot instead of the front entrance of the hotel. So this here on my right-hand side, we're about to pass, is the ABC store. You'll see them on pretty much every single block. So this little way that I just walked around here is to avoid waiting for the light, as you can see. This intersection that I'm walking up to is the intersection of Kalakaua and Royal Hawaiian Avenue. So just up what I'm looking up here is the restaurant Buho's, which is a super delicious Mexican restaurant. There's also Sephora, there's a Victoria's Secret, there's a Tanaka of Tokyo. On the left-hand side over here is the Waikiki Shopping Plaza. There's some good restaurants there as well. On the right-hand side is still the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. So as you can see, lots of crowds, lots of people, everyone's out and about. Waikiki in general is quite crowded only because it's where most of the hotels are here on Oahu. So lots of hotels from budget all the way up to luxury. There's 8 or 9 different oceanfront properties as well. On the left-hand side over here is a shave ice place, really popular. The line isn't that bad right now, but sometimes it goes for quite a ways. The right-hand side over here is the Island Vintage Coffee Shop. You can see it on the second floor. I'll point up to it. One of my favorite spots. They have really good acai bowls. And then all of this area here, this pavilion area, on the right-hand side by that pink hotel, there is a pavilion. And that pavilion is where the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center will have different cultural shows. So, for example, hula shows, any sort of cultural practices, just different cultural demonstrations that are free. There's also some other cultural classes that you can take for a small fee. All of that's listed on the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center's website, so make sure to check the calendar, which I'll leave a link in the description box below. Some of their classes are free, but they are limited to say 15 to 20 people. So if it's something you want to do and it's on the calendar, I'd recommend going ahead and signing up for it. Same thing for any of their paid classes or demonstrations as well. This right here is Kalakaua Avenue still. On the right-hand side, just for some points of reference, is the Apple Store. On my left-hand side, where that green area is the Waikiki Beachcomber by Outrigger. That particular hotel also has a restaurant there called Maui Brewing. So again, as a point of reference, this is the Apple Store. and we're kind of about in the center of Waikiki right about now. Coming up ahead, you'll see the Cheesecake Factory and a few other hotel properties, the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort, the Moana Surfrider. So on my left-hand side over here was the Macy's, and there's also just up ahead the restaurant that I mentioned earlier, Maui Brewing Company. So if you folks are watching this video right now, first off, so sorry for the hiatus. I have not posted a video in about a month, and I've been working on something special for vacation planning, which I'm really excited to release to you guys in the first week of July. I'll also leave links in the description box below. If you've been watching this channel for a bit, you'll know that I've created a free download for vacation planning. It's got some of your key highlights, everything that you need for a trip, all your key details, your confirmation numbers, all on one page, and then a grid as well to help you plan your vacation. You can make it as detailed as you'd like. Some people will put all the details into it. Some people just want a general game plan for their vacation. I personally think that vacations and vacation time is really precious. And because of that, I like to have a pretty good game plan on what I'm going to do if I'm going to be traveling to a different city, a different state, a different country. I'm not saying that you necessarily need to do every single thing that's on your game plan, but I like to have options. So for example, on the vacation planner, if I know that I'm going to have a really nice breakfast on Sunday, I might look up a few different restaurants, maybe 4 or 5, check out the Yelp reviews, check out their menus, just so I have some ideas. So when the day comes and I'm on vacation, I have a list to choose from, which is nice versus, walking around looking for where the best place to eat is and wasting that vacation time researching when I could have done that ahead of time. On the right-hand side over here is the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort. Another oceanfront property. That property is where the Blue Note is, and it's also where the Duke's Waikiki restaurant is, as well as Hula Grill restaurant. Duke's Waikiki is a restaurant, not to be confused with the Duke statue, which is farther up, and that Duke statue is typically where the trolleys will pick up from. There's a small pull-in area. You'll see it here in a moment. The right-hand side over here is the Moana Surfrider Hotel. Super gorgeous property. We've done a walkthrough of this property. They have a really gorgeous banyan tree on the inside, good restaurants, really good Mai Tais if you would like to get a cocktail, and they also have mocktails too, of course. On the left-hand side over here, those 2 towers that you see, that is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. And I'm pointing up over here so you can see how big the Moana Surfrider is. It's a gorgeous property, lots of palm trees, really beautiful architecture. This is their valet entrance. If you were to go to the restaurant, you'd of course enter through this main entrance, you'd go straight, and then there you'll see the banyan tree. On the left-hand side, as I mentioned, is the Hyatt Regency Hotel that I mentioned earlier. Now, Hyatt Regency Hotel, not to be confused with the other Hyatts that are also in Waikiki. There is a Hyatt Centric, a Hyatt Place. This is the Hyatt Regency, which is the largest Hyatt here in Waikiki. Another good point of reference, on the ground level of the Hyatt Regency is the Urban Outfitters clothing store. Over on the right-hand side, still part of the Moana Surfrider Hotel, there's a few different shops and restaurants. There's the Aloha Collection, there's this small little sundry store on the right-hand side, and there's also a spot right in here that you can get Dole Whip. So if you didn't make it up to the Dole Pineapple Plantation and you want to try it out, that would be where you would go. They also have a spa here as well, which you can enter from that main entrance that we passed by earlier, or you can also enter through this area over here. Again, on the left-hand side, those 2 towers, Hyatt Regency, and on the right-hand side, Moana Surfrider Hotel. There's the Waikiki Christmas store and a few other shops too. San Lorenzo. Coming up ahead on the right-hand side over here is the Waikiki Police Station, and right when we get past the Waikiki Police Station, there's 2 public restrooms, and you'll be able to see the beach. Gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful day. Sunny weather. I'm super excited that we are in the beginning of summer, June. Well, technically, I would say maybe a little bit of May as well, but June would be, I would say, the marked part of the actual summer months. And, oh, there we go. So on the right-hand side of here, you can see the beach. So gorgeous. Oh, I love this walk. This is one of my favorite walks, and one of the reasons why I'll do this walk over others for the Waikiki Now videos, because even if I'm not filming for you guys, I actually really like this walk anyway. It's super nice, gorgeous. I love doing this walk because you can see the ocean views on the right-hand side. It's so beautiful. Lots of people out surfing. There's some places where you can rent boards over here on the right-hand side, surfboards. They also do surf lessons over here if you're a beginner wanting to try out surfing for the first time. The left-hand side over there, again, was that Hyatt Regency Hotel that I mentioned earlier. And coming up ahead on the right-hand side over here is the Duke statue. We just passed the Duke statue trolley stop that I had mentioned earlier. So again, Duke statue right over here. A lot of people will come here to take photos or leave lays as well. So we'll head on Straight down again, still on Kalakaua Avenue. Over on the right hand side you can see that row of surfboards that people can typically come and rent. And you can also again go out for surf lessons as well. A couple other points of interest or points of reference, excuse me. On the left hand side we have a Billabong store. And then coming up ahead we have this another surf shop, and then coming up ahead over here there is a huge banyan tree as well, which I'm looking up to right now. And the intersection that we're at right now is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Ulunu Street. So as for hotels on the left hand side, another point of reference is the Aston Circle, excuse me, I think it's now the Waikiki Circle, not the Aston Circle. And that's coming up here on the left hand side. There's also an ABC store on the ground level, and then there's also the Eggs and Things restaurant. There's another Eggs and Things restaurant as well on Saratoga Road, but this is another popular one just coming up here on the left-hand side. Again, super gorgeous day. The area that's to my right, it's hard to see right here in the video, but there's a break wall here. So typically this area that I'm walking in now is super popular for families just because of that man-made break wall. It's a lot calmer. Oh, and then right over here is that hula mound area. So oftentimes, a few times a week, they'll have hula shows here that are completely free of charge. Short shows, 15, 20, 30 minutes. You can check out the calendar and the links in the description box below. So this is the break wall that I had mentioned, man-made break wall. But as you can see, because of the break wall, it's a lot calmer in this little area here, which is why it's very popular for families or those who maybe aren't strong swimmers or just want to relax. This is a good spot. And then straight ahead over here on the right-hand side, over there in the corner is that hotel that I mentioned earlier, the Waikiki Circle Hotel on the Eggs and Things restaurant. You can kind of see their sign. It's in yellow, Eggs and Things. And on the left, there's an ABC store. So coming up ahead over here, we have a few other hotel properties if you're wanting some more points of reference. On the left-hand side over here, let's take a look. That one is the Alohilani Resort. There's also a McDonald's as another point of reference over here on the left-hand side. There's two McDonald's. There's this one over here, and there's also one on the intersection of Kalakaua and Seaside Avenue. And then that property just to the right-hand side is going, or sorry, my left-hand side, but to the right of the McDonald's is the Alohilani Resort. Gorgeous, gorgeous infinity pool. These birds are going at it. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. I'm going to show you guys a little bit over here so you can see the weather, how the water is. Super gorgeous. That's a freshwater shower over here on my left-hand side. Absolutely beautiful. What a good day. Beautiful, beautiful day. So straight ahead over here is that hotel that I mentioned, the Alohilani Resort. They have a couple of cool restaurants there. Momo-san is on the ground floor. Morimoto Asia is on the second floor. They have Swell Bar, which is their rooftop restaurant that's also adjacent to their pool. Their pool, I would say, is the most Instagram worthy. It's got like a really nice infinity pool as well. Super gorgeous. So straight ahead here, still on Kalakaua Avenue. Kalakaua Avenue is the main street here in Waikiki. And then this walk right here is pretty common for most people to do. From one end to the other is just about a mile or so. But really nice walk if you just want to kind of get your bearings for Waikiki. Another option if you didn't want to walk this entire area, like I said, you could also take the trolley system. The Waikiki trolley, there's a few different lines, but the line that would take you around the Waikiki area is the pink line. Pink like the color, P-I-N-K. It's $5 per person. You would just purchase the ticket on board. They usually go about every 15 minutes. I'll leave a link in the description box below for their schedule. It doesn't run 24/7, of course, but pretty frequently throughout the day. On my left-hand side over here is a St. Augustine Church. And then coming up ahead over here, there's this little man-made waterfall. Super gorgeous. A lot of people will come over here for photos too. It's really pretty. This is definitely one of my more favorite walks. I love doing this walk for you guys. It's one of my favorites. I typically will do for the Waikiki Now videos this walk, which is Kalakaua Avenue, and I'll also do the street just parallel to this, which is Kuhio Avenue. This is another smaller pavilion area, and you can see the pier that's straight out to the right-hand side in the far, far corner. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. On my left-hand side over here is the Waikiki Beach Marriott Hotel. Not to be confused with the Courtyard Marriott Hotel. And then over here, another gorgeous area. This area, again, there's this man-made break wall that's over here, which makes it a really popular spot for families, those with small children, those who aren't strong swimmers, just because it breaks the waves right over here. So it's very nice and more relaxed in this section over here. Gorgeous day. And right now it's about 6:10 p.m. So still very warm, beautiful weather. Again, this is filmed about mid-June, around 6 o'clock or so. I believe I started the walk a little bit earlier, so maybe like 5:45 or so. We're gonna continue down this walk over here. What a beautiful day. I'll leave a link in the description box below for a free Hawaii travel planner printable. Yes, that's right, printable, that you guys can check out to help you plan your trip. On this one-page planner, you have everything that you need, where you can jot down your details for your hotel, rental car, tours and activities, things that you want to do, and a general itinerary. And you can also check out our How to Plan a Travel Itinerary here in Hawaii.